Does it get any better than this? So I don't know about you guys, but I don't know what day it is at the minute. We're still in lockdown, day whatever it is. I was getting a little bit of cabin fever, so I've come out for a long walk today. So we've been walking along the Riverlin Valley, which is about 3 miles long. Back in the 19th century, the River Riverlin was a very busy place with lots of industry along here. Paper mills, ironworks, all of that kind of thing. And now it's just a beautiful nature reserve, full of old dams and beautiful little waterfalls. So you wouldn't think that we're in a big city like Sheffield. I feel like royalty being able to get out again. All that's missing is my throne, really. Well, that's a bit of luck, isn't it? I can see me falling in here. All in the name of entertainment. Servant, fetch me some meat. Can't be too careful, can you? Always sanitize your hands when you've been sat on the throne. So the further along the valley that you get, it just gets prettier and prettier. A few remnants of the industrial past. Cuppa time now. I haven't brought any fancy stoves with me today. Just brought the kettle with me.
Is that what now called?
Kettle, the tea towel. I think I better edit that out now.
You want to start again?
Is it hot? Yeah, it's hot. Yeah. That was silly, wasn't it?
It didn't feel that hot on the outside.
So this is the spot we've picked to have a brew. Now you may recognise this from one of my other videos. I did do a wild camp here, between these two trees actually, in the hammock. I didn't get much sleep because of that waterfall. But it's a stunning place for a cheeky little wild camp. What do you reckon to my bum bag? Just enough room for the mug. What are we going for? Latte. Bit fancy for me, that. I've got fancy spoon.
I've got a proper plastic one.
I've got a proper plastic one.
You're gonna film?
Film was arguing.
Yeah.
If that falls over, then we'll argue. Oh, do you mix it up first?
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
Because otherwise it goes all powdery and rank.
Oh, you learn something new every day. I just like to chew on the powdery bits. Wow. Don't stick your fingers in it, it burns.
No, it doesn't anymore.
What have you done to it?
It's got a bit squishy.
Ruined it.
Still tastes the same.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Does it get any better than this? Doing a bit for Instagram. If you're not following us on there yet, it'd be much appreciated. Head over there. That's break time done. Time to crack on with the rest of the walk. There's another one of those little reminders. The day's gone by from the industries. You see loads of those little millstones across the Peak District. You want to go that way. And just hold on to that. It's solid. Working. Like Beyonce. I might tickle some trout while I'm here. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
You didn't film all that, did you?
I did.
I think we've just spotted a heron. So you don't normally get to see a heron up this close. This one's a bit of a poser. Must think there's a bit of competition.
Yeah. I've already got wet foot, so it doesn't matter.
You have? You've already got wet feet. Well, these are the ones that get a little bit trickier. Whoa! There's a rocky one, Joe. There's rocky ones. Made it. I'm like a heron. So graceful. So we're out for our permitted daily exercise, and we've come a little bit further today. We still walked here, so the start of the trail's Malin Bridge, which is about
10 minutes?
10-15 minutes from where we live. So we're going to have done about 10 miles all in all. Had to get out really because I've been suffering a little bit with being locked away. I know we can't get out camping yet, but there's only so much of the garden you can take, and I'm lucky that we've got a garden. But I needed to get out in nature a little bit, so thought I'd bring you along with me today. Hopefully it helps one or two of you that can't get out at the moment. Yeah?
I'd say you've been, you didn't say that you've been suffering.
I certainly so.
Yeah. You could, but men don't talk about mental health.
Yeah.
You don't. You don't talk about how it affects you. And as someone that's suffered for years, I'm finding lockdown a lot easier than you are. Because being locked away, you hate.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And, you know, we've had a chat about coming out today, whereas we've probably gone a little bit further than we should have done, or been out a little bit longer, but we've kept that social distancing. We've done it because you needed to get out, because you were just getting cabin fever in the house.
Yeah.
And you can keep that bit in if you want, because but it's true. And and as a bloke, you guys don't talk about it. You just bottle it all up.
You can tell this isn't scripted, can't you?
But you do. You bottle it all up, and then you explode.
Yeah.
And rather than that happening, we've come out today and we've been out a little bit longer, but it's been really nice, and people have, you know, been really polite and stepped out of the way for you. And although we've walked for 10 miles, we've not come into contact with anybody.
Yeah.
There's people doing the same thing, walking their dogs, and I think it's important, you know. They say it's essential, you know, don't go out unless it's essential, but your mental health is essential. And if you don't get out and don't do things, then after lockdown is when everyone's going to struggle. There you go.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
But it's true.
Alright.
So
anyway, time to crack on.
Yeah.
So all these dams will have been built, and then there will have been a drop to power a water wheel, and that would have driven the machinery and the little factories alongside the river. So there is one of those little factories that's still in use, but that's on the Forge Dam area, so that's a different river. I think that's the Porter, further along in Sheffield. I do like these little paths that go between two lots of water. So you've got the main river down to the left, and these are little streams that were built to fill the dams. So there's a working mill here all the way back in 1794, making cutlery and razors, one of the things that Sheffield's famous for. So this is the last dam and the end of the valley for us. Doesn't look to be a great deal of water in it. It's more like quicksand to me. So in the background up there is where the old post office used to be. And then beyond that we've got the Riverlin Reservoir and the Peak District, which I can't wait to get back up in those hills. So it's time to head back in the other direction. Back to our little prison, back at home. We are being locked up at the moment, aren't we? I suppose there's worse places to be. Hope you've enjoyed this little history lesson in the Riverlin Valley. Just made a nice change to see a little bit more than the back garden, really. But if you want to see me up in the hills, check out this video up here. And until then, I'll see you next time.